Facebook and YouTube. And that's enough to watch. The movie star fly take off from Palpatine TV, so that. Boom!
A big sound, a big tune.
Ja oli Emmanuel I, boy. Ja Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression, poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy where come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we know war, not every...
Blue, Mr. Gargan, blue. Blue till me dance up me toe.
Man, Sticky Stucky TV. If your finger is not sticky, subscribe. But if your finger sticky, do not subscribe on Sticky Stucky TV. Big up yourself, King Gargan, straight.
For Central Manchester, and I know you can't put on your pot because Donovan will win. Put your hands together, make some noise for our next member of parliament, Central Manchester.
Can we have a pump up all of the peace and silent all the bell? What we have to do? Vote them out on election day. Too much bangarang agalong in the country. Vote them out on election day. Donovan we want to be we MP. Vote them out on election day. Too much bangarang agalong in the country. Vote them out on election day. Donovan the people them agree. Too much.
To the east, appear comrade. When I look in front of me, I say comrade till me eye, that's all. When I look to the right of me, I say comrade totally look bad. Norman Manley comrade. Michael Manley comrade. PJ Pattison comrade. Portia comrade. Peter Phillips comrade. Mark Jefferson Bowling comrade. Let me see the flags in the air. Them things with it done. Officers of the party. Candidates of the People's National Party, councillors, council candidates, members of the Patriots, members of the PNP-YO, ex-MPs and former councillors and former members of Parliament, blood and fire comrades of the People's National Party. I want to welcome you to Central Manchester. Comrades, I want to big up the comrades of Central Manchester in particular. I want to big up a man over there, the one, the Don, who calls me every morning and asks me what is happening if I'm out there talking to the people of Central Manchester, because Central Manchester must come back to the People's National Party. But comrades, seize and circle. I have to big up my wife and children in the crowd. Because if I go home and I go get nothing to eat. Welcome to my family. But comrades, boy, I tell you, I wish all of you could come up here and look at yourself down there. Mandeville Central Manchester wants to welcome the comrades from the east, from the west, from the north, and from the south to Central Manchester. Let them hear our voices in the hills of Mandeville, resonating in the valleys of Clarendon. Comrades, you know, Monday gone, the PMP did feel good Monday. And I just said to my councillors, see if you can find some people to come to nomination day. And Garland scrap it, boy. When I look down the hills on Main Street and Hargreaves Avenue and I see the thousands of comrades that came out on nomination day, we know where we are going. We know that this belongs to the People's National Party. Time come for fairness and justice. Time come for the young people that we have them in our hands, because we are going to make sure that we find jobs for the young people and educate them, because the best way to get out of poverty is to be educated, and the People's National Party is the party of education. Comrades, I'm not the main speaker, but time come for the farmers of St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Clarendon, Trelawney, and all of Jamaica to see what the People's National Party can do to make sure that we have food on our table. Time come for us to put people before politics. I hear them running up their mouths. But Central Manchester is just warming up. If them think with it done. I hear that one man go for Bumby last night, go promise a hole for something. Comrades, we don't have to promise anything. But we can tell you we are committing to put back the Mandeville Regional Hospital, where John Jr. built and gave us a proper hospital. Comrades, we are committing to the people of Jamaica that your lives will be better under the People's National Party, under the leadership of Mark Jefferson Golding. He no need to take nothing for himself. He have it all already. So hear me, comrades. We want to welcome all the speakers over here. We want to welcome the comrades over there. We want to welcome each and every one to Central Manchester and Central Jamaica. In his absence, we want you to make some noise, that when the party leader come or anywhere he is at this time, he will hear the horns in Mandeville. He will hear the shout of the comrades. He will hear that Jamaica is ready for him. Let your voices rise. let the blood and fire comrades feel good in central Manchester, because we know that no weapon that forms against us shall ever prosper, because if God is for us, nobody can be against us. Comrades, welcome to central Manchester. Time come Jamaica. Time come central Manchester. Time come Manchester. God bless you.
Da da da, yeah. Watch it. There are lots of signs in life, signs that you may not like. You could be living this minute, the next minute you're gone away.
Where the flag them there? Where the flag them there?
Hold up your head,
Where the
no
flag them there?
Donovan. Big contrast, no Donovan. And by your works you should surely be paid. I never tried this to man with the unknown. Donovan Mitchell got the title.
Orange take over. Orange take over. How you feeling, comrades? All right. We're moving right along. Northwest Manchester, you must be proud of the representation you're getting from Comrade Michael Phillips. You must be proud. I see them send a man for challenge Michael. I talk about what him do from where him a go do. But me can tell that man, him can't test Michael, no time, no day, no way. The man who will make sure that the transportation system in Jamaica is better than what it is now. To bring your greetings, Member of Parliament for Life in Northwest Manchester, Comrade Michael Phillips.
Greatness in our veil, you know? Cause it a cut, me now want take my strength down. Man would have bleed momentum. Band down the board outside, keep the fence down, yeah. Full team out, me no bench now. Father God, me might not be your best son, but the best come from the worst, me never yet run. Them have to carry me on the earth before me step down. If you never born with it wrong, I guess so. From me a little boy, greatness I running on me blood, Greatness I running on me blood, hey. Greatness I running on me blood, Greatness I running on me blood.
Comrades! Comrades of Northwest Manchester! Comrades of Northeast Manchester! Comrades of Central Manchester! Comrades of South Manchester! Mark only, comrades! Raise your fists! Comrades, let me say to every comrade that is here, may God continue to bless you, keep you. Thank you for sticking with the People's National Party. Let us not take lightly, comrades, because what is evident is that the Jamaica Labour Party is barefaced and lie and desperate. We have a responsibility to save Jamaica from this desperate
Jamaica Labour Party. Last night in the debate, what a wonderful debate. It shows that the PNP has depth and we are ready for government. But what made me worry, comrades, is how barefaced those three from the Jamaica Labour Party was. When I hear them stand up last night and talk about them have $1 billion savings from the JUTC, I said to myself, I look over at my wife and I said to her, what a set of man them lie and wicked. But what it says to me, comrades, is that them can't add, them can't subtract. Because if you have a $1 billion savings at the JUTC, and it is a company that has $10 billion in loss, how them to take out $1 billion to send them a buy school bus when you don't have the money? It is a PNP that formed the JUTC, and it is Labour who mash it up. They had 9.5 years, 10 years to fix it. If they couldn't fix it in 10 years, why should we trust them to fix it again? What I can promise is that we know what we need to do, and we will do it because the people of Jamaica will elect the People's National Party to fix what the Labour them mash up in this country. But what makes it even worse is that them like to make it look like them know what them doing. Enough sweet talking, enough numbers, but underneath that, they are incompetent. They don't know what they're doing at all. And that is why I'm saying, comrades, not take no chance with these elections, because we have to save Jamaica one more time from Labour. But you have a minister who say him about no bad mind. And I see him say him have a bad mind tour. But because him not go church, him not know not name God. Make a quote him, Philippians 2, verse 3. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself. Not looking to your own interests, but to the interests of others. Because this is one thing I know, PNP would not buy no whole bus for our picnic them. They bring our forefathers in some ship from Africa come to Jamaica. Anything that the PNP going to do for our children, it have a brand new, good looking and fit for purpose. But the only way they can try and discredit us is to say we don't support the school bus system. Let me make it clear one more time. The People's National Party supports a school bus system for our children. We support it, and we support the subsidized fare. We support it because the same subsidized fare that children in Kingston get, our children in Manchester, Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, St. James, St. Anne's deserve the same. But to show you how them bare-faced, just to show you how them bare-faced. School year start next week. But what they have done is the private operators who operate the park school bus system. You know about that one there. The coaster bus them a park up at the school gate. It is this same Labour government that start to underfund the schools and tell them to come out of the contracts and start fire them. And I want them to challenge me on that because they know it's true. And what is going to end up happening is that these part students will have to try and challenge for a seat on these yellow buses that the Labour Party propose. So what they are saying to the part student, we do not value you. That is what they are saying to the part student. And that's why when Daryl Vaz run off him mouth, me will say it again, him not bright like me, so him can't challenge me. For months I've been saying to him, let us have a debate in Parliament. Let us have that conversation on public transport. And because me know say him not bright, him can't stand up and have a one-on-one conversation with I man. A new day is coming for the taxi man them. A new day is coming for the bus man them. A new day is coming for our students, our elderly, and persons with disability. Comrades, when we get into government on the 3rd of September, we're going to review the Road Traffic Act. Because the way how them a ticket some of them people out the road, it is unjust. It is unjust. It is unjust. We're going to have that conversation within the PMP government. What we do with the people and with all them tickets and who losing them license for some things that is trivial and unjust. But at the same time, I will say to the man them out here, at the same time, it's take time on the road, follow the law, because we are going to uphold the law. So comrades, when we talk about infrastructure, you talk about the People's National Party. Prime Minister say him have something named Spark. Spark now spark, reach now reach, and the road them bad, same way from when them come in to know that them leaving.
are going to take care of our roadways in our deep rural communities because we value everyone who use our road. If you're born at Kingston, Mandeville, Comfortal, down Alligator Pond, no matter where you come from, we are going to put proper roads for you to travel on. And we're not promising what we can't deliver because we are a responsible People's National Party. So, comrades, are you ready? When I say PMP, let me hear you say power. PMP, PMP, PMP. Word is love, comrades.
No, I don't going to count your blessings, yeah. Well, today is a new day. Give thanks to life. All praises to the Lord, me safe and me sanctified.
What if you St. Elizabeth? If you can get a message to the bus to block up round the side there, tell them they can drive Perth Road and come round to Willowgate. We know some man they will block up bank to bank because the People's National Party is here. Big up yourself, my general. Every single member on the platform you see here, they are one of you. They know the struggles. They know how to put one on one together and make it work because we are for the people. Madam Chairman, I feel so emotional right now. I've been to St. Thomas doing meetings. I've been to St. Anne doing meetings. I've been to Westmoreland, all over Jamaica. But Manchester, you make me feel good. The next speaker will tell us the amount of people that is here. He will tell you about the acres of People's National Party supporters here. He will tell you that when him look to the east and when him look to the west, PMP River come down in a Mandeville bank to bank. Our Senator, Floyd Morris,
I was buried alive, but I'm still breathing. I don't know what tomorrow may bring, but I got a feeling. I am alive, there must be a reason. I was given one more chance, my heart still beating.
Comrade Chairman, comrade officers of the party, comrade warriors and comrade foot soldiers of the People's National Party, the word is love. Comrades have traveled all the way from Kingston into Manchester, into Mandeville, and when I look to the east, and I look to the west, I look to the north, and I look to the south, and PNP River come down bank to bank, comrade.
Turn up the thing, PNP, turn up the thing, PNP, turn up the thing, PNP, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up.
If you want things, we really get nice. Now the time to make the right choice. If you want things, we really get nice.
And comrades, my message is clear. And we're saying to our Jamaican people that on September 3, Liberation Day is coming. I'm saying to my brothers and sisters with disabilities that on September 3rd, Liberation Day is coming because Mark Golding is going to establish the National Disability Fund to empower persons with disabilities. I say to the people of Pleasant Hill in St. Catherine and to Marshall in Northwest St. Manchester that Liberation Day is coming because we are going to reduce the number of years that you can live on government land before you can apply and claim the land from 60 years to 25 years. Liberation Day is coming. And the saying to the contributors of the National Housing Trust who have been putting in their funds in the trust and can't get a house, I said to you, September 3rd is coming, Liberation Day for contributors of the National Housing Trust, because we're going to restore it to what Michael Manley had anticipated it to be. I said to the young lady at the University of West Indies who came up to me and said, tell Marky G thanks for the 500,000 housing grant, because I am looking forward to getting one of those grants because I want to own a house in Jamaica. I said to the young people, Liberation Day is coming. And I say to the young nurse that I met on a walk in Northwest Centon, and she said, me and my boyfriend, we contribute to the NHD and we're searching for a house and we can't find no house because Andrew Holness have pure 14 million and 20 million and $30 million house. I said to that young nurse, don't you worry, because September 3rd is coming. It is Liberation Day, because we are going to start to build 50,000 affordable houses where you're not going to pay for the land portion of those houses. And I say to the barber who cut me here on Friday, don't you worry, because under our housing plan, you will be able to rent one of the units that will be built through the NHD schemes. And after 6 months, you will be able to convert that rent into mortgage. I said to that barber and the hairdressers and the household helpers, don't you worry, because September 3rd is Liberation Day for the people of Jamaica. And I want to say to the people who live in those 47 Operation Pride schemes that were not completed by us in 2016, and they were abandoned by the Andrew Holness administration. I say to them, don't you worry, because Liberation Day is coming. We're going to roll out the Porsche scheme throughout Jamaica. And I say to my brothers and sisters with disabilities, this People's National Party not going to leave you behind. Because with the Porsche initiative, we are going to improve sidewalks in the east, sidewalk in the west, sidewalk in the north, sidewalk in the south, so that they can move around with ease in their communities. Liberation Day is coming. One love, comrades. God bless you as we march on to progress.
I've been trying a long time, still I can't make it. Everything I try to do seems to go wrong. It seems I have done something wrong, but they try to keep me down. Oh, God bless, no one curse. Thank God I'm not the worst. Better must come one day.
Better must come.
Must come. They can't conquer me.
If you believe better will come up to September 3rd, we have the flag.
I've been trying.
Better must come. Better must come.
No one to give me an help in the hand. They only trying to keep me down. Oh, God bless, no one curse. Thank God I'm not the worst.
Thank you, DJ. Thank you so much. Comrades, all of this must count for something. All of this must count for votes. And we have to make sure we go out early and get it done. Joining us on the platform, Comrade Trevor Heaven and daughter, my good friend, make him welcome to Central Jamaica Conference. We also have with us our next Minister of Finance, Comrade Julian Robinson.
If you make the right choice, turn up the thing. Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up.
The next speaker coming to the platform right now is a lady who don't mince words when she's talking. She will deliver for the People's National Party. When it comes to governance, this comrade can stand up on any platform and defend the people of Jamaica. Comrades of Central Jamaica, make welcome Donna Scott Motley.
No, I've never been someone shy until I see your eyes. Still I had to try. Yeah.
I love a sky song.
Yes, let me get my words right and then approach you. Woman, I'll treat you like a man is supposed to. You'll never have to cry. No, I know everyone can relate to when they find a special someone. Yeah, royal and
Comrades, the word is love, comrades. I see some friends in the audience. way from Clarendon. I see some friends in the audience all the way from Garden Town. I see all the people from Manchester. And you know what? You look so good. One thing I can tell you, comrades pretty. And the orange pretty bad. I want to say, comrades, that I was in that debate room last night. And when I saw the way that our comrades represented us, I said the future of this country is in safe hands. It was like running a race, and we were like Usain Bolt. When we hit the finish line, they were way behind us. We had a manifesto that we could talk about, and they did not. They are launching their manifesto tonight. And I want you all to understand that they have never kept the promises that they have made in a manifesto. This Prime Minister promised you fixed election dates, and all we had was a guessing game about when the elections were called until our General Secretary had to announce the date. This Prime Minister promised you that he would have term limits, and what we hear from him now is third term loading. This Prime Minister promised 1,000 social houses per year, and in his 5-year term, he has delivered 300. Why would you believe anything he puts in a manifesto? And when I heard the person in the debate talking about what they were going to do for young people, I said, you, of all the persons, when our medical students were in Ukraine, you never gave them anything. You told them, you minister, told them to go and borrow some money to pay for them to get out of the war-torn Ukraine. What can go so? Don't tell me nothing about you love young people. Don't promise me nothing to do with young people. I will not accept it, and the people of Jamaica must reject you and the Jamaica Labour Party. And comrades, let me explain something to you. You see, when you are sworn into Parliament, you make a solemn pledge on the Bible, and you swear to uphold the Constitution of Jamaica. And I have never seen anybody break the Constitution of Jamaica like this Prime Minister. It didn't start. It started when he was leader of opposition and he appointed senators. And because he did not want us to leave the British Privy Council and have our own Caribbean Court of Justice reflecting who we are, he made them sign an undated letter of resignation. And Christopher Tufton and Arthur Williams took him to court. And when the court ruled in their favor, let me tell you what he did. He went to Boulevard Baptist Church. He asked for forgiveness. He repented. He said he was like the leader, the King David, who made mistakes and asked for forgiveness. And the church forgave him. And what did he do? The next day he went and appealed the case to the Court of Appeal. How can you trust a man like this? Last night, when they spoke about data protection, don't forget that when they had NIDS, when they were introducing NIDS, it is the People's National Party who stood up for you. They wanted to make the failure to have a NIDS card a criminal offense for which you would have to pay $10,000. They made the NIDS card a card which if you didn't have, you who are paying taxes could not access the benefits of education, of health care, of any service offered by the government that you paid for, but a foreigner could come here and access it for free. And we went to court and we fought for you, and we won. And we will always fight for you, and we will always win. When they declared states of emergencies as a tool in a toolkit, and we said the law is not for that. A state of emergency is to be used in exceptional circumstances. They condemned us. They locked up 4,000 and more young people going to church, young people going to play football, young people going to Wendy's, young people going to Kentucky. They locked up hotel workers and deprived them of their ability to earn a living. They don't care about you. They have never cared about you. They only care about themselves. We took that to court too, and we won. And comrades, we, the People's National Party, pledge to you that we will be different, that we will uphold the Constitution, that we will protect your rights, that we will fight for you, that we will I'm sorry, we will always put you first. Time come. September 3rd. Time come.
Time come.
Get ready to go.
Let's go, comrades. Let's go. Better. Where did we are tell Andrew and he come along them say, hurry up and get ready to go. Because on September 3rd, we are going to pack them up left, right, and center. PNP time. PNP time. PNP time. Go on, DJ. And now, our General Secretary for the People's National Party is here. Comrade Delta.
Come follow me now. Mix this.
like a pit bull, mixed with a ratty. Lock them like a rifle, mixed with a shotty. And over them, love the watch you, chatty like a peeping Tom mix. With the mouth of massive, try to mix up the original with carbon copy. Oh, mix the marijuana plant with the poppy. And the rest of them, mix up with no natty. No passion dread, nothing come and talk about Selassie. Me love me girl, them caramel, a little coffee. Freaky when she ready, she moving, she be classy.
DJ, I see him song me want. 7-star general, Comrade Fenton, Ferguson, 7-star general. Come up, Pastor. You can't forward a man, devil. I know say hold it.
Come follow me now. Mix it.
7-star! 7-star!
I'm gonna rush them like a pit bull, mixed with a ratty. Lock them like a rifle, mixed with a shotty. And over them, love the watch you.
Okay. Comrades! The next speaker. I never know say alligator pan so popular. Because of this man. Because of this man in South Manchester. The Prime Minister keep on meeting 2 times a day. Desmond Mackenzie keep meeting. The whole of the big shows this man them come to South Manchester because of this man. And I know, you never carry the short pants them, sir. Me tell us if you carry the short pants them, 1 fee, who no call the name them, 1 fee. Who forget the short pants them, 1 fee. And 1 fee who? Who no afraid of them? Me will call their name if you don't know what to call their name. Who no feel say me afraid of them? Because my sister P, so we not afraid of no.
We not frightened so easy. All when you're rolling with the army that no scare we. Me represent the Gaza.
Ease. Hey. We not afraid of no. Ease. All right. Back to normal proceedings. Because my Prime Minister to be not talk to no 1 a.m. in a no morning. My Prime Minister to be I talk to you in prime time. Me say when the man forward down an alligator pan, not even dog no they on the road. Them the hours there. And now, our next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson. Golden. Mark.
We are
are go. Everything that we are go. We are go.
Set it right and restore.
Time come.
Visa. Jamaica can't take no more. We are stepping out the darkness into the light and a kick down corruption door.
And we are marching on to progress.
Time comes so we alarm. And we don't care what the liberals say or what they say we are. Now we need to fight the liberals and to set Jamaica free. We are that fire company and we march.
Where the flag them there? Where the flag them? Mandible! Over this, round this, over this.
March, we are march, 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 we are march, march, march. Now we are marching on to progress. Time comes so we alarm.
DJ, I want Central Jamaica to answer this question. Who will be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica? When I say one, you say Marky G. One. When I say Prime Minister, you say integrity boss. Prime Minister. Prime Minister. All right. And now we go back to normal procedures. My boss. Oh my word. September 3rd. Me I go say PM. You understand? Prime Minister. Comrades, are you feeling the feeling? Are you feeling the feeling? The next speaker. The next speaker. The next speaker is a man who I know without any shadow of the doubt will be the next member of parliament for South Manchester. The next speaker when you see him with him folder in him hand, we are dealing with some integrity matters. Walk into the wicket like Viv Richards with a SS Jumbo Bat. Runs are gonna make tonight. Representing the People's National Party. My boss, my general, comrade, Senator Peter Bunting.
When Burro Banton and they must tear it up. I miss a cat in the neck and they want to rip it up. Sometimes some back, some of them are rally back. We a road boy, you and we no take back no chat. Sometimes some back, some of them are rally back, but we a road boy, you and we no take back no chat. You full of big chat and can't defend that. If a jailhouse you come from, we send you.
Manchester, you look good. St. Elizabeth, you look good. Clarendon, you look good.
all family, son and daughter, son and daughter.
Yo, Shaggy.
We are one family.
Family.
The People's National Party.
Family. Sure. If I want thing, he ain't a fern killer. Me no believe in a fern killer. Family. And me say family. Me love me family, them to me heart. You the dearest one of them.
Comrades. Comrade leader, comrades on the platform, comrades are. I want to deal with something right up front. I want to give a shout out to the PNP debating team last night for an excellent performance. But I want, who heard one of the GLP debaters last night say this? He said, no one manages like the GLP. Well, I suppose it's true because their management is a national disgrace. The GLP management is to sign a contract to lease Megamart, piece of Megamart building in Manchester in 2019, paying hundreds of millions of dollars in rent, supposedly to move the tax office. And no tax office can move. 6 years later, that is GLP management. No one but the GLP could start refurbishing Cornwall for $2 billion, and 8 years later, them reached $24 billion and can't done. No one else could mismanage like the GLP. Look at today's front page story on SSL. The FSC said Nigel, an alarming report. Nigel claimed he put it in the cabinet without reading it. What was the consequence? $5 billion stolen from investors. $950 million stolen from Usain Bolt. Victims. Victims may only get a few cents on the dollar. However, the country paid 1.2 million US for a forensic investigative report. The cruel report, its release has been blocked by this JLP government. Why is that? Why are they hiding the true story? The victims who have lost their money deserve to know how Craveney get him money out before it collapsed. Just like how him did get him money out of Orient before it collapsed, and him get him money out of Cash Plus before it collapsed. What can go so? So comrades, this evening, I want to share a story with you about character, the mental and moral qualities of the leadership of the Jamaica Labour Party. A story that exposes their true nature and whose interests they really serve. I'm not going to go back decades. I'm just going to use the last 3 terms where their leaders and cabinet ministers are still active and offering themselves for service. First, let me remind you. That Bruce Golding and his cabinet in 2007 to 2011 spent most of their time trying to defend and protect from extradition the criminal kingpin Christopher Dudus Cook, Andrew Vaz, all of them was part of that. This was the leader of the infamous Shower Posse, a murderous gang that to this day, labor right greet them one another with the name of that gang. The only other distinguishing feature of that administration was their colossal mismanagement of the economy. They were so dunce that not only couldn't they pass the IMF test, them couldn't even sit the IMF test any longer. The PNP government under Portia Simpson Miller and with bright ministers like Peter Phillips, Mark Golding, Fenton Ferguson, the rest of the cabinet, we rescued Jamaica from the edge of the financial precipice and set it on a good footing. But what the young people are asking me today, they say, how come with all of that, you give the GLP a easy wicket to baton, a fiscal template to follow? How come the average Jamaican has not benefited from that? 55% of Jamaicans cannot afford a nutritious meal. The percentage of students passing 5 CXC with maths and English is way down than it was 10 years ago. Healthcare is a nightmare with patients at Mandeville Regional sitting for days in wheelchairs, in passageways. Sometimes they drop dead before them can get attention. The maternal mortality rate there, mothers dying in childbirth, is 10 times what it was when the PNP was last in office. Women saying to me, Comrade Bunting, we're afraid to have children because we're afraid of the hospital. What explains these poor outcomes for our people? It can be summarized in one word, comrades: corruption. Corruption. No amount of slick PR campaigns can hide the truth any longer. The Integrity Commission report has revealed that the emperor is wearing no clothes. The final report into the statutory declarations concluded that a number of its findings are directly opposed to the established public virtues that a prime minister has a duty to uphold. What it is saying is that Andrew Holness is not fit and proper to be the prime minister of this proud Jamaica. And then, comrades, to add insult to injury, when he was referred by the Integrity Commission to the Financial Investigation Division for illicit enrichment, he cannot explain where his wealth and his money came from. He then turned around and appointed his friend Dennis Chung to lead the FID. That is what in Jamaica we call a set-on. A set-on, a fix to ensure that the matter will be dealt with. But let me tell you something now about Dennis Chung. Dennis Chung is not qualified to hold that position. Dennis Chung said he saw nothing wrong with the Integrity Commission report. I'm sure some of you here work with a bank or a financial institution. And the first year you get training and they tell you about money laundering. Is anti-money laundering training you get. And they tell you how to spot suspicious transactions. So when the integrity report say that the Prime Minister have millions of dollars in raw cash deposited via ATM to his personal account, millions of dollars raw cash from undisclosed depositors, any first-year bank employee would know that is a red flag for money laundering. Then there's another stage in money laundering called layering, where you have multiple accounts and you have thousands of transactions with hundreds of millions of dollars going through those accounts. It is a way of hiding the real source. We read about that in the Integrity Commission report, Andrew's famous 28 bank accounts between him and his associated companies, 470 million passing back and forth through them, 3,000 odd transactions, yet Dennis Chung couldn't recognize that as a red flag for money laundering. Dennis Chung has mastered, he has no forensic or investigative qualifications. He has a master's degree in see and blind, hear and deaf. But then, comrades, we might ask ourselves, is there no one in the GLP hierarchy with some little shred of principle to say this has gone too far? Is there no one? Well, make us see if we can find one. It can't be Chris Tufton, who is being cornered by a senior journalist for playing a doctored tape, claim that he couldn't tell the difference between the fake and the original. The man is either an idiot or a pathological liar. Make we look some more. It can't be the two deputy leaders who not even Bruce Golding or Andrew Holness could have stomached them in his cabinet. It can't be the duo, the couple, one named Des and one named Dar. Des boasts about buying 100 new trucks to transport garbage. Dar boasts about buying 100 whole bus to transport our most precious cargo, our children. Those people don't have any sense. But let me take it down a notch now. Let me take it down a notch to get local. Because Jensek knows that all politics is local. So let's see, could it be one of the Manchester candidates? Could it be the one who parachuted headfirst into bellyful politics in Northeast Manchester? Distributing scarce benefits and spoils like black drum and chicken. Labor rights fighting to death at her constituency office. I don't think so. Or could it be the one in the south who proudly posts on social media pictures of him moving around surreptitiously at night, issuing fertilizer and God knows what else? The same one who posts himself dancing and cavorting like a creepy clown in the back of the old bus with people picnic. Can't be that one. And Comrade Donovan, it certainly can't be the lady who served one term, take a few pictures, issuing a few drum of water and post on social media, patch to pothole and claim that she's the greatest MP in central Manchester history. Until she can build a brand new hospital like John Jr. did. Until she can build 5 brand new schools like Peter Bunting did. Until she can bring employment for thousands like Peter Bunting did at Sutherland Global. But take time with her. She under pressure. Nobody no want to sit down beside her in Parliament. The PNP candidates, on the other hand, are about empowering people, are about empowering you to stand on your own 2 feet, teaching you to fish, not just giving you a fish. In South Manchester, for example, we offer a platform of development for all. Better public infrastructure, roads, water, lights, schools, clinics, internet, employment opportunities through training, and are assisting our farmers and business persons. And then we top that off with a vision project of reopening the coast road from Alligator Pond TJ back to Milk River Lothan and opening the Manchester coast as a hub for community and ecotourism. Creating investment opportunities and jobs for our people. So comrades, on September 3rd, you have a clear choice. On the one hand is the PNP with a clear vision for Jamaica, where justice reigns and the education system leaves no child behind, where quality health care is available and accessible, and medication and supplies will be at Mandeville Regional Hospital and the clinics. You have the opportunity. You have the opportunity, like Floyd and Lothan have been telling you, that those 700,000 Jamaicans who have been called squatters will be given the dignity of owning their own land and their own title, not out of charity, but correcting the injustices and inequities of history. But on the other hand is a wicked and crooked regime which every 5 years offers you the crumbs from the tables of themselves and their cronies, treating you with contempt, keeping you poor and dependent so that they can control you easily at an election and ignore your interests for the rest of the 5 years while they eat food upon food upon food. Be on the lookout for them these next few days until election. Look out for the big trousers man them who are benefiting from the corruption. Expect a parade of them through South Manchester. They hate me like poison because me not afraid of them, but them afraid to wear short pants. Like the thief who ball out bad mind when him get catch. Look out for them. Take them picture and post it like a rogues gallery, because the only other term they deserve is a prison term. Comrades, one love, one heart.
The things I'm done. It doesn't come, man. It doesn't come, man. It doesn't come. It means all the things I'm done. All the things I'm done. All the things I'm done. Mama just come. Follow me. All the things I'm done. All the things I'm done. All the things I'm done. Mama just come. It means at me coming in hard. At me coming in hard. At me coming in. At me come for roll up this back. Feed me.
Ease out. And the general, my general, South Manchester general. South Manchester will be better with. South Manchester will be better with. I like the last shot when play through the extra cover region, because him said them a go to jail. And Damian Crawford did tell them, one by one. Our next speaker will be one of our 22 female candidates destined for victory in the next general election. Our next local government minister. Comrades, make some noise and welcome Comrade Natalie Nita Garvey.
So amazing how this world was made. I wonder if God is a woman. The gift of life astounds me to this day. I give it up for the woman. She's the constant wind that fills my sail, oh, that woman. With a smile and a style, she'll protect you like a child. That's a woman. She'll put a smile upon her face. She'll take you to the higher place. So don't you underestimate.
Comrades! Comrades! Comrade Chairman! Comrade Party Leader! And the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, whether you like it or not, whether you fly high or low, whether you're blue, black or green, Mark
Jefferson Golding will be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Step up and wave your flag. Come step up and...
Comrades, I want to acknowledge in a special way hard-working, results-oriented General Secretary Dayton Campbell, next Member of Parliament for Eastern Westmoreland. Big up yourself. I'm acknowledging all of the winners in Manchester and St. Elizabeth, PMP River, come down, bank to bank, in a Manchester tonight.
Step up and wave your flag.
Comrades, I want to say this to you. Me in this thing a long time. Me gone 4 term, now I go for number 5. And me had a workers meeting this evening, and me tell my team, I said, party leader said, you are going to be the team which creates history, because they will be the 5-star team electing the 5-star queen in North Central St. Catherine. But me one of them hardcore comrades. Me one of them rockstone comrade. Me a socialist through and through. Me one of them people where nobody can trick, nobody can twist, nobody can turn, nobody can burn. You can't buy me, cause I'm not for sale. I want to know, in this election, in Manchester, I want to see those comrades who come hell or high water on election day. You will say PNP all the way. Where will it be?
See them a free. People things them a free. No boy can buy me. Look man a with.
Comrades, the plan, I want you to take me seriously. The plan to buy your vote is the plan to treat you like a slave. The plan to buy your vote is a plan to take your money and use your money to buy you. Let me give you one little story. I come from one little rural community in St. Catherine. My grandmother was a shopkeeper. And one day a man came with a pumpkin to sell my granny. And my grandmother said, what a lovely pumpkin, and bought the pumpkin. Only to be told by somebody who was watching, say, Miss Dandan, you know, sister, if you want a pumpkin, you buy. The man grew on a back, got tea for a pumpkin and carry around the counselor. When they steal your tax-paying dollar, when they take the money off of the school bus, which could not cost $1.4 billion, when them take the money off of the drill, which couldn't cost $31 million, when them shut down Nutribully, Bun, and all of these things are your money. And them take your money to come back, to come buy you with your money. Well, only a fool would stand up or sit down and make a band buy him with his own money. You are not for sale. Let me see the comrades tonight who are not for sale. We are not for sale.
No boy can't buy me out. No man a wear name brand for the Benz and a high up the coach. Them people thinks them a pretty. No boy can't buy me out.
Comrades, leadership matters. Leadership matters. If it's a school, good leadership matters. This good principal leads a good school. A good pastor leads a good church. A man of integrity has to lead a good congregation. Because if the pastor is corrupt, the congregation will be corrupt as well. We want Mark Jefferson Golden to be Prime Minister because he's not a corrupt man. We want leadership with integrity. We want decency in Jamaica House. We want Jamaica to be considered a country that upholds high standards and that the world can respect. Leadership matters. We have a team, not just Mark Golden. Comrade Mark Golden has team. He has backative. Him have a whole heap of way and stand up behind him, before him, beside him, ready to fight the work, the good fight. To put Jamaica on a path to progress. We're not offering you promises, comrades. We're not offering you promises. We're offering you progress. We're not offering you hype and clocks. We're offering you high performance and class. That's what we are offering you. We're offering you policies and programs that can change your life and transform your families and create a better way of life for us all. Time come, comrades. Time come. Time come for better roads. Time come for better markets. Time come for better street lights. Time come for better garbage collection. Time come for a better Jamaica. One love, one heart.
I see them coming after my soul, wanting to take control. Wanna give me life, wanna give me bling, wanna give me all the material things. I am talking about what the world has to offer. Girl, what you doing, don't you see? What they have done to Bedouin and Marcus, Jesus and all of the prophets. But I'm not afraid, no, I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid.
Blood and fire, comrade. We have the flag then. Blood and fire, comrade.
I'm protected by the Most High One. They don't mind when you fall behind and can't pay your bills on time. Prostituting or standing in a them government line. No, and they don't mind when you waste your time coming up with some stupid lines, influencing the youth them for snort a line or take a line. And they don't mind when you're locked up in jail, can't get
DJ. Once you play 1, 2, 3, we have to march. So find the march. Because my people them know say September 3rd, it's all about the victory for the People's National Party. Attention. Thank you. Everybody on the platform, hold hand for me. Everybody on the platform, hold on. A united People's National Party cannot be beaten. A united People's National Party must win. Must win. Thank you. Thank you. Them chat a bag of things. Them draw down we name. Them put we in the dirt. But the more them chat, the more we rise. The more them chat, the more we rise. I want to big up one of my general. We're forward. Rasta we say. Only Rasta can liberate the people. The boss in the place. The boss in the place.
White glass. All when summer I pampas. Me love the youths, me not hide and talk. Well, leave a road them walk. Respect to all who sell bad juice. Who sell it for help them youth. I will leave a help them got you. Here in your front. Man a suffer too long. Yeah, man a suffer too long. Living a the ghetto too long. Man a suffer too long. We can't even give him another $2,000. Man a suffer too long. Yeah, man a suffer too long. Living a the ghetto too long. Man a suffer too long. Plus man a suffer too long. Respect to all who white your glass. All when summer I pampas. Me love the youths, me not hide and talk.
Okay, are you ready for Damien Crawford?
Who sell it for help them youths. I will leave a help them got you. Hear me no frogs. Man a suffer too long. Yeah, man a suffer too long. Living a the ghetto too long. Man a suffer.
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. It's gonna be a storm around here. I hear the sound, the Rastaman say, Babylon, your throne, down, Babylon, gone. I hear say, after last night is one love. And when Bunting and Julian them catch them Tuesday is two love. And when Mark catch them after that is three love. And when Uno catch them September the 3rd, it is going to be four love. After the boss said me go thump them up with some data and some facts. And them can't challenge the facts. Me hear labor rights say, boy, Crawford shine. Me no must shine if me a star. Natalie, me no must shine. Star have to shine. Shine bright like a diamond. But watch me now. Watch me now. Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, we need, full force coming out on September 3rd. We already won the nomination. We already winning the debates. But none of that is worth it if we don't win the election. We need you full force. What is happening? I want to have a conversation
seriously tonight about your children, because the Jamaica Labour Party has sacrificed the children of this country. I don't know how much I only hear last night that in 2015, mathematics passes was 14,700 children. Currently is 7,826. That means that is almost 7,000 less in 1 year. If we make labor right win again, over 5 years, 35,000 less children will pass mathematics. We cannot afford that. Make I give you something else. In 2015, literacy was 84%. Now, it is 65%. Once again, that is almost 7,000 picnic that normally would have been able to read, cannot read. If we allow labor right to win again, over 5 years, that's 35,000 fourth graders that cannot read. I'm going to give you something again. 5 subjects, including math and English, was 28% in 2015. It is now 19%. That is about 3,000 less picnic getting into university. If we don't make labor right win again, over 5 years, that is 15,000 less poor picnic getting into university. We cannot, Dayton, we cannot, Angela, we cannot win. Make that up. Now let me show you how labor right lie like show. I'm not talk regular show, me I talk about John Wick. Last year, the Minister of Education, which was then What Can Go So, Favour Williams, said that mathematics was in crisis. This year, the Minister, Dana Morris Dixon, said that they are right on track. You know how much more picnic passed this year than last year? 9 Dege picnic passed this year more than last year. That 9, you know 9, that is less than Andrew Wallace's bank accounts. Hold on. You know 9, that is less than Ruel Reed's sticky fingers. 9 is less than the labor rights under investigation for illicit enrichment. And even though 26,000 picnic fail, JLP said we are on the right track with 9 dege more picnic pass. The school that I helped with on a Saturday moved from 19 last year to 63 this year. Me alone get 44 and the whole ministry get 9. What can go so? I'm bigging up the teachers at that school. But I'm saying to you, we cannot continue with a government that find it okay for our children to fail. I call the liar Chris Tufton and say, why labor right treat education like this? He says, remember that Andrew Holness afraid of bright people. Remember when Tufton said Andrew Holness afraid of bright people? your children don't get the opportunity of education, then the sufferation will only multiply. There is no place for the uneducated going forward in the future. Who used to mix cement will be replaced by a premix truck. Who used to chop bushes being replaced by a weed whacker. Who used to wash clothes is being replaced by a washing machine. There is no place 20 years from now for the uneducated. So I beg you not to take a risk and put the people in charge of our children anymore. I hear Comrade Bunting explain what they think of our children because they celebrated new trucks for garbage and then celebrated old bus for children. The bus them look like a them carry the animals going on Noah Ark. But what is the problem? Our problem is that when we looked at this thing, the big disagreement over bus is that they claim that they are giving us new buses. Look at this. Last night in the debate, the brethren will answer one question and stop. Said that new buses came when it's 15-year-old buses. But this is the difference between what we see and what they see. We see a problem with children not going to school. We have in particular in the very rural places, out of 190 days, some children missing 90 days. Because deep rural is the problem. Up a banana ground is the problem. Some places in a Black River is the problem. We recognize that as bus was not the answer. Because some farming communities where the adults don't travel further than them ground, the taxi don't see a reason to go to those places. So therefore, we have to subsidize the travel from those places so that the children can get to school. The PMP said for those children, we will give you $2,500 a week, which work out to $10,000 a month. Somehow the labor right think we can't do maths and want to offer you for this election $5,000 for 5 years. Make we work the maths. 5,000 for 5 years is $1,000 a year. The year of 12 months. That is $87 a month. The month of 30 days. That is $2.40 a day. The day of 24 hours. That is 10 cents an hour. Why would you sell yourself for 10 cents an hour? So, Walla, let me ask you a question. When the PMP give 20,000 of the poorest people children $10,000 a month so that them can shine bright like how we shine bright last night, don't labor right dead again? When we cut out the apartheid system in school that have your children on part joining a special line to show that they are poor and the other children in another line with the part lunch being white rice and chicken foot. You have more gravy than rice. I never see rice and pea. I see rice and peas because the peas is plural. But I never see rice and pea with one dege peas in the rice. the JLP said they will give children $180 a day. How can $180 a day buy anything at all? We guarantee you that we will give $400 a day. How can it be unfair to afford to treat your children right? How can a country not afford to feed the children in need? We will give $400. Now somehow, Comrade Golden, they want to tell us that unemployment is 3%, and yet food insecurity, people who can't buy food to eat, is 56%. Then it means that the people who work can't buy food. How do you measure poverty if poverty is 8% as they say, but people who can't buy food is 56%? If there's any measure of poverty, it must be the man who can't buy the most basic thing. You know what JLP have done to the children? Them say who the pan part can get the $180. But who don't have a pit toilet, who save up and buy a TV, who have a settee, cannot get any lunch because you choose not to make cockroach crawl up on you when you use the bathroom. We will cut that out and give 242,000 children.
I believe the children are future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense.
Listen, the JLP is giving 180,000 picnic. If we no voting back the Jamaica Labour Party, then it means that 67,000 picnic that would get under the People's National Party will dead for hungry continuously at school. Those are your children. Those are the children of the poor that shouldn't be refused. So let me ask you a question. When the JLP give 180,000 and the PMP give 246,000 children, when the JLP give $180 and the PMP give $480, don't labor right dead again. Watch me. Too many of our young people finishing school and not getting anything to go look at work. Now understand the madness when we talk about vocational subjects like being a welder or being an electrician. We like to go on like them dunce to be a plumber. If you don't pass, then you go, why would I make a man who don't have no sense be an electrician? He would have burned down my house. Why would I make a man who can't learn, cast me decking? Me decking now go drop down for me. So those masons and carpenters and plumbers, stop make them tell you say you dunce, you just interested in something else. So the PNP will build 4 vocational labs in every high school and make sure that from 10th grade you start a pathway that will give you a level 4 in heart by the time you graduate. And I hear a whole heap of people I talk about them want to go foreign. Everywhere you go, you ask the farm work yard. Well, you see Canada, Australia, and America, them want skilled people under the People's National Party. When you go to airport, it is as a mason, it is as a carpenter, it is as a plumber, not to lift up box and apple. We will will be the first to put in a skill work yard and not just a farm work yard, because we're sending you out there to the world. So when your son, who is now 14, has certification in art, when your daughter, who is now 16, turn a certified cosmetologist by time she graduate, don't labor right there again. Watch me. We recognize that too much 10 subject picnic, they not Chinaman wholesale, a catch box. We see it because them can't afford university. We recognize that whole heap of 9 subject picnic, I left them yard 9 p.m. got call center because they can't afford university. We know that enough 25 and 30-year-old where drive taxi now, if them did just get a little chance, them would have been engineers. So the People's National Party says that the first child in any family that get into university will be totally free under the People's National Party. So you see, when you go home tonight, look on your 12-year-old who learn to talk and learn to walk. Because if you learn to talk, you can learn. And if you learn to walk, you can learn. Why them want to tell the children of the poor that you know bright at 9 months but dunce at 19? That is impossible. So go home to your 15-year-old and say, you see, you go to university. You belong to Mark Golden. We will send the first in every family to university for free. If you in the crowd right now and you say, I am the first, if you're not on a subject, go back to school and come check us for the first in the family scholarship. And it's not just for new children who is at the university. No, you will be grandfathered in and immediately qualify. Second year, third year, come to us for the first in the family scholarship. Finally now, you see the entertainment people who are live off of entertainment, don't forget how you were sacrificed by the Jamaica Labour Party. Don't forget under COVID how them make a party in a Negril keep because it's big, but none of your round robin couldn't keep. Don't forget that nice abatement act don't go for Sunfest because Sunfest don't lock off 2 o'clock. Don't forget that it don't go for jazz and blues. Only the poor is sacrificed. We will put an extension program that you apply for your extension and move forward with your entertainment program. The change is coming now. There is a reason the JLP should lose. Peter Bunting tell you about it. Because I never see a thief, a set of people in my life. In my life. And remember last night I asked you, them said 200,000 computer buy. That means that of the 400,000 children, Every two picnic to get one computer. Have you seen any of those computers? Well, understand this. When the People's National Party get into power, they should not fret about the security. They should fret about the judge, because one by one they're going to jail. One by one they're going to jail. One by one they're going to jail. Time come for the people. Time come for the children. Time come for us to move forward and believe that better is possible, better exists, and better must come. Power to you.
Only Rasta can liberate the people over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute that they are with you. Shall free the people.
Thank you, DJ. Let me acknowledge my friend on sign language duty, because we are bringing the message right across the world to all the people. And now, coming to the microphone, to the podium, to the platform, the man we say one General Secretary. General Secretary of the greatest political movement in the English-speaking Caribbean. Miss Lucky One Boy, medical doctor with a law degree, and a no fenke, a real general. Comrades of Central Jamaica, make welcome General Secretary, Comrade Denny Gamble.
Raise the fist and shout out power. Raise the voice and say it louder. Rock your body if you love Jamaica. Rock your body if you really love Jesus. Come red, make we cross over. Come red, make we cross over. My soul, shout out for power. My soul, shout out for power. My soul, shout out for power. When we cross over, come red, make we cross over. Come red, make we cross over. My soul, shout out for power. My soul, shout out for power. My soul, shout out for power.
Comrade Chairman of this evening's meeting, my brother and my friend, Big Bad Coats out of Alligator Pond, TJ, big up yourself. I want to say a special good evening to our incoming Prime Minister and his dear wife and his children, Mark Jefferson Golden. All of the comrades on the platform, and I look in the audience and I see some blood and fire comrades. I say respect you, big up yourself. You know that I'm a man who go to my church and love my God. I hear Labour right trying to say all sorts of things, you know. I hear even the Prime Minister carry some crowd with him from town go down to Westmoreland yesterday. And you know him stay there, man, him no want to call your name and him say the other man. But Mr. Prime Minister, I am going to answer you when you are leader of opposition. Tonight I'm talking to the people of Jamaica. I have no time to respond to you tonight. Lying lips are an abomination. The Jamaica Labour Party is filled with lying lips. We sat down last night and we watched a debate. When we listened to the analysts on TVJ, them say PNP win. When we listen to the analysts on CVM, them say PNP win. When we go over social media, PNP win. The only place Labour right win over nationwide. And Labour right won't talk about win.
At the new name for the bus driver. That's how you hear from every corner. The name a ring throughout Jamaica.
Hold on. I hear them in the debate talking about the state of healthcare and said they're going back to what was said a few years ago. Oh, Christian soldiers, I wish you knew this song that we used to sing when we grew up. That says, roll back the curtains of memories now and then. Show me where you brought me from and where I could have been. They think we have forgotten. I remember a few years ago that IGL said that they wrote to the government to ask them how much oxygen they would need in the COVID pandemic. They said the government did not respond to them. I remember people dying at South Hospital and other hospitals in Jamaica because we ran out of oxygen under this wicked, uncaring government. I hear them come back again, and they say that in 10 years, they have not imposed any new taxes. It is a lie from the bottom of the pit of hell. In 2016 and in 2017, the documents are there to show Audley Manayard Shaw imposed new taxes to pay for the 1.5.
In 2 weeks, Jamaicans will have to pay more at the checkout counter for general consumption tax, which has now gone up to 17.5%. The public will also have to pay more for fuel, electricity, and cigarettes. The Finance Minister
we will send out the something so you can see it. The documents are there. They're in the parliament, they're in the public square, where they imposed $31 billion worth of new taxes to pay for the 1.5 that they said would not require any new taxes. Then I hear them talking about how the PNP is planning to impose new taxes to develop our agriculture development fund. I want labor rights listener listen good. And if your left ears now work, turn your right ears. Because them say deaf ears give liar trouble. So you now listen well. But I want to say to you now, we are going to use a portion of the existing taxes that we collect on imported food items to put an agricultural development fund in place. So not only will we not impose any new taxes, but for the 30,000 security guard, for the nurses, for the firemen who work overtime, we are going to take off the tax off of that too. Not only will we not impose any new taxes, but for the workers in the hospitality industry who get your tips and your gratuity and your commission, we are going to take tax off of that too. Why are we proposing to do an agricultural development fund? Because in Jamaica we have 262,000 registered farmers. Southern St. Elizabeth accounts for a quarter of all of the production in Jamaica, the agricultural produce. When hurricane come, you still have farmers today who don't get no help from this year government from Beryl come last year because they are a wicked and caring set of people. That agricultural development fund is going to help the farmers like how the tourism enhancement fund help the tourism sector. It's going to help the farmers like how the National Health Fund helps the health sector. We are going to be in a space where the farmers over in Red Bank in Southeast St. Elizabeth will be able to get tractors to plow their land. We are going to help the farmers in Duff House in South Manchester to get irrigation from your crops. We are going to help the farmers in Devon up in Northeast Manchester to get storage for your produce.
Come it's a special dedication to all farmer, whether you live a sentence or in a Nova. Cause this is Mr. Cat the beer back rider. The style when me go get them I go run Jamaica. And in a London I me say in America. And in a Canada I me say in a China. It name the video style.
And we are going to put some of the money at the PC bank so that farmers can go in and get a loan and go out there and produce to feed this nation. We are a party that wants to create independent people. We want to empower people. We don't want a Rasta get stabbed up over chicken in an MP office. We want you to make your own money. Now, 5 years ago, this government signed on to something at CARICOM that they would decrease the food import bill in Jamaica by 25% in 5 years. 5 years ago, they signed on to that. What has happened is that since 2016, the food importation bill in Jamaica has increased by 100%. That has taken place when we have the Minister of Agriculture from Southwest St. Elizabeth and the State Minister of Agriculture from Southeast St. Elizabeth, and they have caused the food importation bill to double in the last 10 years because of friend and company them a deal with. Under the next PNP government, we are going to put our local farmers to work so that you can earn the money. We're not supporting any high importation. The reason it has happened that way is because them a give permit to friend and company. They are giving the import permit to friend and company. So even when onion in the field in St. Elizabeth and in Manchester, them still give out permit to import onion to them friend, to them colleagues, to them family. No more of that. September 3 marks the end of that. And I want to tell you, Comrade Miranda, because them sister the wind are blowing in the direction of the PNP, Some of them are run, come try look friend with me. I want to tell you this. No import license to no friend or company under the People's National Party. We are going to create a special economic zone for agriculture, where the production is export-led, export-driven. So all of those items that we have a competitive advantage in, whether it's our yellow yam, our ginger, our turmeric, our pimento, our nutmeg, our Sea Island cotton, or our good sensimilla, we are going to allow you to cultivate and make your money. Hold on. Them things that you be a church boy, I don't know about this thing, you know. When I was growing up, my comrade from Michael's constituency, you see, when I was growing up, before we got to Corner League or Sunday daytime, me used to have to pick the ganja. And when me pick it, and my finger turned black, me did have to warm one look butter knife and roll after something there off it. If you know what me I talk about. And this here government here, in the land of the good ganja, import marijuana, come September 3, all of that done.
Ganja planter, call me the ganja farmer. Deep down in the dirt, we make cootie ganja. Babylon.
No. A poll come out the other day, and me hear some people are run up and make up some noise. The only search that took place in the recent Dan Anderson poll, the only surge that took place is Mark Jefferson Golden moving from 30% to 39%. The people of Jamaica are going with Golden.
Turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up, if you want it.
No. I see them a run up and down now like madans. And them a say what them want you to believe. So they come up with an argument and say they have momentum. You know what they do? Them pack up some people from West Kingston, put them in some bus with Desmond Mackenzie a drive back at Prime Minister anywhere and go. If you say them have crowd that follow back at them. We not frightened so easy. No, hold on. I hear the outgoing Prime Minister saying that there are no safe seats. And I want to tell him from down in Manchester tonight, Mr. Prime Minister, keep your eyes on Manchester, St. Elizabeth. 8 out of 8, we are going to clean sweep the parishes of Manchester and St. Elizabeth. No. The man get up and the man start campaign at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. Lord Jesus. 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. We have our comrade leader in yard with him wife, his loving wife. I take care of him wife with the outer road like strays at 1 o'clock in the morning. That outgoing Prime Minister is behaving like a thief in the night. I never call him thief. Don't open up your eye wide. I never call him so. I said he's behaving like a thief in the night. All right. Let me go back at church. He might behave like Nicodemus. They know that they can't win this fair and square. They know that they can't win this fair and square. And so they're going to come with all sort of chickini. Well, I have taken a decision. And we have bought integrity lamps for every single constituency. So that we are going to train our indoor agent. Take up your integrity lamp. Look on the voter ID. Look for the security marks. Every single constituency that the PNP is putting up a candidate has been given their integrity lamp so they can look at the ID to make sure that the necessary security features are there. And if you see somebody coming at the polling station and you know to God, say why him same name and not him name, so we are going to ball out.
Some me say them can't pan ya. From them not speak no truth, say them can't pan ya. From them man this be little youth, say them can't pan ya.
It is an offense according to section 95 and section 96 of the Representation of the Peoples Act, the ROPA, for you to impersonate somebody. So comrades, look out for them, because a one man, one vote in this election, them not thief this. So anyone of you labor right out there who did that thing say you can come vote in a smaddy name, take it off for your mind, because if you come up there, members say you're going to meet the law, because we are going to enforce and ensure that the laws of the land are upheld. Now, comrades, we are giving to you a comrade in whom we are well pleased. We are well pleased in the comrade that we are offering to Jamaica to become your Prime Minister. As a doctor, me, I have to get certified every year. As lawyers, they have to get certified to practice law. As nurse, they have to get certified for practice nursing. As real estate agents, they have to get certified for practice in them field. As pharmacists, they have to get certified to practice in them field. As even a taxi driver, you have to renew your transport license ever so often in order for you to carry people on the roads. None of us, not me as a doctor, we don't get to determine who upon the body we give it the license. The Prime Minister and his government got to determine who are the commissioners for the Integrity Commission. And even when him pick the commissioner, him still can't get certified for him work. So we're going to replace Mr. Uncertified with the clean, certified integrity boss, Mark Golden. Now, this party here, the People's National Party, was founded on some things. Social justice is in our DNA. Social justice simply means that we fight against those things that are institutionalized to hold our people back. Then put them in a law, in a policy, and they hold our people back. Is what the Rastaman mean when you hear him a reason and him say him a fight against the system. He's fighting against those things that have been designed to hold our people back. They had a law that if they catch you with a little dry herb, them lock you up and you get a criminal record. It was Mark Jefferson Golden that decriminalized the personal use of marijuana. Based on that, young people no longer have a criminal record for a local dry herb. They can go on farm work program. They can work with government now. I say, hail the man, Mark Jefferson Golden, the president of our party. When we are voting for a leader, we want to vote for a leader who is touched by the feeling of our infirmities. We want somebody who is caring and compassionate. When the wife of the Prime Minister can get up and say, anywhere garbage there, a comrade live there, she's out of order and they must pay the price for being so feisty and out of order. When the Prime Minister can decide that he is going to go over Portmore and lick down poor people's house, I say I want a new leader that is going to ensure that it not take you 60 years, but it take you 25 years to own the piece of land where you're upon. Give us Mark Golden. When children were stuck in Ukraine, bombs are dropped and their lives in danger. Them asked the woman who did so nervous last night, she couldn't really say what she has said good. They asked them to help to get our children back home. The government, the Labour Party government, told them to take loans in order for them to come back home to Jamaica. Mark Jefferson Golden went into his personal account, took out his money and sent it and brought back our children home safely. So comrades, I am 100% sure that we have a leader who does not care about the color of your skin. He doesn't care about your social class that you're coming from. He will treat all of you with respect. I know that because he treats me with respect. I have never one day in my life felt uncomfortable in the company of Mark Golden. Stand up and make welcome the incoming Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golden.
March, we are march, 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 we are march.
Comrade Chairman of the meeting, all of my colleagues on the platform, all of the workers, warriors, foot soldiers, supporters who have come here to Mandeville in your tens of thousands tonight. PNP River coming like a tsunami, coming down bank to bank. Everywhere I look, I am seeing orange, a sea of orange. Comrades, the 3rd of September is soon to be upon us. We have put in the work. We have united our party and made it strong again. We have put our shoulders to the wheel and rebuilt our organization so it is strong again. We have put our intellect to work, and we've come up with the policies and programs that can take Jamaica forward out of the rut, out of the stagnation after nearly 10 years of Labour Party rule. Comrades, the people of this country are tired of the lack of integrity in public life. They're tired of a government that has been scraping and scraping what should be for the people's benefit and ensuring that it goes into the pockets of themselves and them friends and their cronies. That is why I am determined to bring a new form of governance to the country, with integrity in the center of everything we do, and accountability, our mantra, so that people can believe that their government is working in their interests. That is why, comrades, we're going to juke them with the impeachment legislation. We're going to juke them with the unexplained wealth order. We're going to juke them with the disclosure of our financial returns for all members of our government. Not just the Prime Minister, whose can't be published because these are not certified, and not just the leader of the opposition. Comrades, to all undecided voters out there, and all persons who don't consider themselves connected to a political party, come the 3rd of September, you have a choice to make. Do you want to put Jamaica under 5 more years of corrupt rule with a leader whose certified situation is improper? He cannot have his return certified, and where institutions of governance are under attack. Or do you want a Jamaica where the institutions of accountability are supported and strengthened, and where the persons who are serving in government have signed the leadership code of conduct? All of our representatives in the shadow cabinet have signed the Integrity Commission Code of Conduct. Not one JLP has signed it. That is a signal of what to expect if those people come back to government again. Comrades, I heard last night in the debate where one of their debaters took an idea that I had proposed in my budget speech in 2022 and tried to pretend that it is theirs. This is something they do all the time. They are copycats. They don't have original thoughts. I had said in 22, and I say it now, all of our student loan borrowers, we are going to give you an amnesty so that your arrears of interest and any penalties that have been charged to your account are forgiven, because we want to ensure you get a fresh start when the next government of the PNP comes into office, and take the burden of those arrears off of you, because we want to reform the way the student loan system works. It is a fact that hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans live on land and they don't have any ownership paper to show and give them the security of tenure. It was after slavery that the colonialists passed the law to say that you had to live on land for over 60 years, public land, before you could acquire title. That was at a time when the average life expectancy of human beings on earth was way less than 60. They never wanted our people to own land in this country. Well, the next PNP government is going to look after your interests. We want you to become owners. We will amend the law so that you're entitled to a title for your property after 25 years of possession on public land. And we're going to make it happen. And for the workers of this country, for too long, some employers have been abusing the contract work system. Have you like on a puppet on a string where you're on short-term contracts being renewed and you don't get the benefits that the law of Jamaica intends for you to have? We are going to put an end to that. There will be no more abuse of the contract work system. You will be properly recognized as employees with the full range of rights and benefits that you are supposed to have under the employment law of Jamaica. And if you are employed in the public sector or the private sector, and you're earning up to $6 million a year, and you earn overtime pay, the next PNP government is going to make your overtime pay tax-free. You will have more money in your pocket on payday under the PNP. And for our hotel workers and other workers in hospitality who rely on tips and gratuity for a portion of their income, we are going to implement the promise we made months ago. Once we form government, your tips and your gratuity will no longer be taxed. You will get that money in your pocket without deduction of tax. The PNP is looking after the interests of the hotel workers and hospitality workers. And we recognize that we have to do more for our children and their parents who are struggling under the cost of living pressures. That is why we have the EASE program, to ensure a hot, nutritious meal for every needy child. 55% of the school children are from a situation where they are suffering from food insecurity. Under the PNP, come to school. You don't need lunch money. You will get your hot, nutritious meal produced from good Jamaican food, grown by the good Jamaican farmers. We're going to spend $9 billion a year extra to make that happen. And for the parents who struggle with the lunch money and also with the transportation costs, and the children are not going to school 5 days a week during the school term because the transportation costs are too much for them, we're going to send out the social worker. We're going to send out the guidance counselor. We're going to check it out. And if that's your situation, $10,000 a month per child you will get as a subsidy to cover your transportation costs. Under the next PNP government, 20,000 families will benefit from that across Jamaica. We're going to juke them with a ride. We're going to juke them with the ease. And we want to ensure that those children who work so hard and try to make their parents proud, and they are keep themselves out of bad company, and they get their subjects and they want to go further to university or college, and they can't cross it financially. The first in family scholarship is for you. We're going to juke them with that too, because we want to make sure that they can go to university or college on a full scholarship, and their families will be uplifted out of poverty, because at least one of them will get into the ranks of those who are earning a better income in the society. Now, comrades, when we launched our manifesto a couple of weeks ago, we said that we were going to be publishing another document summarizing the main points in our manifesto, but with a little icing on the cake too. And tomorrow we will be launching that document. But there's something I want to give you a sneak preview of tonight. Now I hear the labor rights are talking about adjusting the rate of income tax. But that is going to benefit those who are very, very wealthy more than it will benefit those who are less wealthy. Because the rate, once reduced for them, means that they will be paying less tax because they're earning more to begin with. We are going to deal with that matter in a way that benefits those who need it most. Under the PNP government that is to come, we will be increasing the tax threshold so that persons who currently pay tax at 25%, if they're earning up to $3.5 million a year, they will be paying tax at 0%. Under the next PNP government, we'll be raising the threshold to give them a tax-free income.
Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up.
If you want things to really get nice, now the time to make the right choice.
And we won't stop there, because as the economy improves and the fiscal space improves, we will raise that tax threshold further and further, because we want money to be in the pockets of those who are struggling right now to make ends meet, so they can consume goods and services and make the economy stronger, make their lives better, and make Jamaica move up, up, up. One aim and one destiny is what we are dealing with for all Jamaican people. So, comrades, I feel the energy here tonight. And I'm asking everybody here tonight to maintain that energy right through until the polls close on the 3rd of September. Let us deliver a new day for Jamaica. Let us deliver a better life for our families and for generations to come. Let us clean up our act in this country. Let us clean up our environment in this country. Let us do it with clean hands and a clean heart. Join Iman, Marky G on the journey to progress, because we're marching on to victory. One love, comrades. God bless you all. The 3rd of September will be a new day, and we will see the light of progress once again. Power to the people. Power to the people. One love.
Thank you very much, DJ. Thank you very much. Comrades of Central Jamaica. The People's National Party is ready. And we are going to close off properly with the Jamaica Arise.
The trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all, so awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth, I pledge to thee, loyal and faithful.
DJ, hold on, DJ. Comrades, please be safe on your way home. We need all of you. We need all of you. We're marching on to victory. Thank you. Thank you, Central Jamaica.
March, we are march, 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 we are march.
We're jumping.
March, march, 'cause we are marching on to progress. Time comes, so be alarmed. And we don't care what the liberals say or what they say we are. Now we need to fight the liberals and to set Jamaica free. We are that fire comrades, and we march into victory. Everything they broke down, we are go build back. We are go build back better than before. Everything they take away, we are go bring back. We are go set it right and restore. Time comes, ease off the pressure. Jamaica can't take no more. We are stepping out of darkness into the light and knocking down corruption doors. Now we are marching on to progress. Time comes, only alarm.
Take it down, DJ. Take it down, DJ. DJ, on no look on no foot. One phone drop somewhere there, sir. One phone drop somewhere there, sir. On no take panic. But we are going march. March and look. March and look.
Set Jamaica free. We are that fire comrades, and we march into victory. Everything they broke down, we are go build back. We are go build back better than before. Everything they take away, we are go bring back. We are go set it right and restore.
DJ.
Time comes.
When me only get up on people, who know there, yeah. Prospect, who know there, Downs, who know there, Emporium, who know.
Corruption doors. Now we are marching on to progress. Time comes, only alarm. Now we don't care what the liberals say or what they say we are. Now we need to fight the liberals and to set Jamaica free. We are that fire comrades, and we march into victory.
Father's King. Full serve. Junction. Father's King.
March, we are march, 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 we are march, 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 'cause we are marching on to
We are
progress.
DJ. We are DJ. Are you ready to go home? Are you ready to go home? March, march.
March,
week, President Trump is spotlighting his war diplomacy, while the Republican Congress presses on with its Epstein probe, a partial rebuke to Trump's demands to drop the issue. Congress deposing Trump Attorney General Barr, who was in charge when Epstein died in custody. And tonight, we actually start our program with a new Beat special report for you, tracing the sordid path of crimes, investigations, corruption, deals with government insiders, often Republicans, the suspicious death of Epstein in custody of the Trump administration's first term, the secretive responses we've been seeing for years across these issues. We're going to show you the new Beat timeline that we've created, reporting for the first time tonight, raising fresh questions for Trump and other government officials. We are going to explain this, what you see here, coming up in this first segment of the show. A timeline that actually will make more sense, we think, when you recall the facts, how Epstein first presented as an elite, wealthy person with ties to other important people, but then his whole facade showed sudden cracks when local police investigated a report of Epstein molesting a 14-year-old, leading to government plans to charge him, which were then watered down into a lesser charge under a secret deal with a Republican appointee, Alex Acosta.
Jeffrey Epstein went to jail just before 10 this morning. He pleaded guilty in open court.
There is no argument that Epstein got an extraordinary break. A backroom deal, some have described it.
What was so important to the government that sex crimes described in this agreement were treated so lightly?
Because of apparently some very high-powered attorneys, they've treated Mr. Epstein much differently.
Very differently. The Bush prosecutor who did that largely let the co-conspirators that were under investigation go, and Epstein off the hook with a brief sentence. That prosecutor, later promoted by Trump, we'll get to that, but the evasion of accountability there under public pressure was a problem. And so as the pressure built, later, career prosecutors in DOJ, one of whom who was later fired by Trump, then brought the case during Trump's first term, which changed everything. And then we had Epstein suddenly dying in federal custody.
NBC News has learned that disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein is dead.
His body in that van you see there, seen heading for the medical examiner's office.
Found dead by apparent suicide in his jail cell.
Jeffrey Epstein's attorneys questioning whether his death was a suicide.
Whatever happened with Jeffrey Epstein in prison back in mid-July still has not been fully explained.
That death has spurred more questions and theories than just about anything in this case. And many of the questions are valid.
A big sound, a big tune.
Everyone knew Epstein was
Holy Emmanuel, Gideon.
Their system there lost the key video footage of Epstein's cell door. It's never been